What's up, YouTube family? It's K-Star, and I am here to do my 100 pounds lost video finally. And again, I did make a video on Friday and post it, but I had to take it down because I had some issues with it. We'll call it a wardrobe malfunction. It was just up for a second and then it was down, and I didn't think anybody would really notice, but some people did see the link and see that it was there, and they went to watch it and it was gone. So I had to take it down and redo it because I had some problems, but I'm sorry for any confusion with that. But I did say that when I lost at least 100 pounds, I would show you guys what that looked like. And I'm currently kind of wondering why the hell I committed to that, but I do know how much these videos helped me when I was doing research for surgery. The skin issue was not something that I initially thought about. It was something that my doctor kind of brought up to me, and then just through doing research on YouTube, I heard a lot of people talk about it, and I started watching the skin videos, and it helped really give me a better perspective of what my body might look like after experiencing the rapid weight loss that comes along with weight loss surgery. So I found these videos to be really helpful then, and I still find them to be really helpful because it can be a little overwhelming to not recognize your body and to not always enjoy all of the changes that your body is going through. And it can be hard to recognize the differences. So I still find these videos helpful. So this is me paying it forward, basically. And just to give you guys some reference, I am 5 foot 10 inches tall. I'm 24 years old. I've never been pregnant. I gained all of my weight completely by myself, and I've been overweight pretty much my entire life, particularly as a teenager, and then obviously through my early 20s until I had VSG. I gained a lot of weight back in 2010. My second year of college, I gained like 60 pounds in a year, and my weight just really got out of control after that point. So my highest weight was 301.2. I've lost at least 100 pounds since then. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm working with here. It's not terrible, but it's not where I want to be, but I understand that it's a work in progress, so I'm learning to accept it. And just be proud of what I've accomplished so far, which is really awesome. And I'm just going to wear a regular bra and panties, so if you don't want to see that, I understand. You think that's inappropriate, whatever. Just click away now. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. But I'm very pale. I have mass. I hope everybody can be adult enough to deal with that. So here we go. So my face, for one, has changed a lot. I really didn't think that it would. But I look at pictures now and the comparison is really strange. Like, I feel like this part of my face got smaller and my eyeballs got bigger, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't mind where it's at now. Like, I don't mind how my face looks. I think it looks fine. I don't really want it to get any skinnier, but I don't really have control over that. I just feel like I'm gonna look like a praying mantis if my eyeballs get any bigger. So it's just really freaky to look at old pictures now because I never really realized how big my face was until now. But I do enjoy that I have a jawline and I don't have like a double chin or anything anymore. It's pretty much all tight in through here, actually, to the point where a lot of the times I can see like stuff in my neck, and that kind of freaks me out. And basically from like here up on both sides of my body, on the front and the back, I'm really good with how this is looking. Like the collarbones, my shoulders have slimmed down a lot, and I have decent muscle tone in through here. And I attribute that solely to yoga because that is pretty much all I do exercise wise, and it's really helped me build my upper body strength. And I think that's why my chest is starting to get like contours to it, because I actually have muscle under there, and my body just feels like tighter up here than it ever has. Same way with like my shoulders and stuff. Like I just feel like I don't look puffy anymore. I look at old videos and I just feel like I look swollen up top. So That's nice. From here up is good. So I'm gonna step back and kind of angle this down a little bit. Prepare yourselves. I'm really pale. So yeah. So this is me. Hello everyone. So my chest has shrunk a lot. I have gone down a cup size in my bra, which isn't preferable, but my band size has gone down a lot. I started at a 40 and I'm now at a 36. This is a 38, but it's not really doing much. It's pretty loose. But my boobs, I've never been super happy with ever in my life, so breast augmentation for sure when all this is done. But they're fine in a bra. I work with what I got for now, but I definitely want plastics in the future. My arms are not as bad as I thought that they would be. Honestly, this one seems to be a little bit worse than this one, and I don't really know why. I am right-handed, so maybe that's why. But I do have the bat wings like almost every other woman in America, in the world probably. But I will do this a lot where I'll look at my arm and I'll be like, what my arm does look like, what my arm should look like. And I really don't prefer that, but I'm hoping that it'll get better with time and weight training and all that, but who knows. I can tell that it's getting pretty thin, so that there's really not a lot of fat left. I mean, there's some, but not as much, definitely as there was, because it's just getting really flabby. I really don't like my underarms. That's a really random thing to not like about yourself, but I just feel like I'm stuck together funny. Like I've got too much pooch right here, so if I did get an arm lift, I would want the one that goes down into the underarm, so it kind of like brings all that stuff tighter. My stomach, this part up here is where it is the loosest. The skin is the loosest. It's a little bit doughy right here, and it's starting to kind of drop, and I'm getting these strange, I don't know, like lines or something in my skin. And when I have shapewear on or clothes on, you really can't tell. But it just frustrates me because this is the smallest part of my body and you can't even really tell because I've got like this bit of skin that wants to drop over it. So I don't know what to expect this to do as I continue to lose weight because there's just not really much left in it, and it goes around to the side like this, around to the back, and you get the back fat or whatever you want to call this here. I was really hoping that would go away, and it's gone down a lot. Like I said, now it's more just loose skin. It's not really like a whole roll anymore, but I don't know. I really don't like the way that looks. I would like for it to be up, but you know, again, work in progress, all that stuff. This part of my back I don't really mind. It's fine. And you can see my stomach from the side. It's not, doesn't stick out as much, obviously, as it used to, but this part that sticks out, I call this my Oprah. That little pudge below your belly button, that like never seems to get flat. Even on really skinny girls, they seem to kind of have that pooch right there. This part of my stomach feels still pretty firm, so this is where I feel like I carry a lot of my weight that I still have to lose. It doesn't really bother me too badly. Like if I had to pick a favorite part of my stomach, it would be this part because it just looks like a normal fat girl stomach to me. I mean, my belly button is not great, but I have a lot of stretch marks here, but they're not real wide. There's a ton of them, but they're not real wide, and I don't know what that's going to start looking like as I continue to lose weight. I think it will start getting what we like to call shrinkles. But for right now, it's not awful. I wonder if you guys can see my scars. I'm really pale. I feel like I'm just reflecting light. But my pain pump went in right there, really tiny. I'm even surprised that it's scarred. And then I have an incision there, and then 2 incisions there, and then they took my stomach actually out through my belly button. So I'm really happy with the scars from the surgery. They did not carve me up at all. You can't even really see them. So that was nice. My forearms, pretty much normal. I have noticed that my tattoo has changed a little bit, not in a bad way. I just feel like it goes further. I mean, I know it goes all the way around my arm, but it just sits. Like, I feel like this curve right here used to be more towards the middle, and this part of the fan used to be a little bit further over. Like, nobody would notice but me, but I have noticed that it has shrunk, and I have lost like 3 inches around my forearm overall since surgery, so that's kind of a big change. And it's mostly been up in this area, but a little bit towards my wrist. My wrists have shrunk down a lot, actually. Again, I think I attribute a lot of that to yoga because I have a lot more muscle tone in my arms now than I did before surgery, for sure. My lower stomach is my least favorite part of my stomach. I'm gonna turn, try not to flash you guys, but so yeah, that's my lower stomach. This is the part of my stomach that I really thought would shrink up more because this is where I gained my weight last. It didn't used to come down like this, and as I've lost weight, it started to sit really strange. It's sort of like concaved underneath where the fat used to be, and then the skin has just dropped. So as you can see, it likes to hang right there, and I really don't enjoy the way that looks. So again, in clothing, you can't really tell when my panties are pulled up where they're supposed to be. You can't really tell, but you know, when I'm in the butt, it bugs me. So definitely we'll probably get that fixed with plastic. So that is that. And my butt doesn't really, I mean, it's okay. Again, work in progress. It's kind of goes through stages where it's flat and it's not flat and whatever. And you can see on my back the way that the skin comes around on both sides. Not my favorite thing, but you know, it is what it is. My thighs are kind of crazy. I do have some stretch marks here. I would say my worst stretch marks on my body are on my lower stomach. I have some mean ones on my lower stomach, so that's where the skin likes to kind of bunch up and get that wrinkly look to it. Can't really tell on camera, but in person, it's starting to do that there. Again, I have about like 30 to 40 pounds left to lose, so I really don't know what the hell that's going to look like at goal. Maybe we'll revisit this, but my thighs, I really didn't think that they would do what they're doing. So they're the part of my body that I was surprised with the most. And I lost a lot of weight out of my thighs pretty quickly, which again was surprising because I've always had really big thighs and I think I always will. It's just my shape. I seem to be wider here and then smaller here and then bigger at my hips. And I don't mind having hips. I don't mind this part of my body being wider and having curves and stuff. I just wish that everything was, you know, firmer. But I try to moisturize my skin a lot and help it out. I think staying hydrated will help a lot. So I do have stretch marks here, and I feel like you can see where the skin wants to sort of pull to the middle. Thank you, gravity. So I do have kind of some wrinkliness in through here where the skin has dropped. I still have a lot of fat on my inner thighs, so I'm hoping this will get better. I never had hail damage before, and now that I've lost weight, I have it up the back of my legs a little bit. It's not horrible, but I've just never had it before, so it's strange. I do have a lot of stuff to try to help that. I work in the beauty industry, so, you know, I have a lot of time to experiment. So, I just do what I can to try to help my skin out on my legs because the stretch marks aren't as bad, so I'm hoping that with time the skin will retract more, more so than on my stomach where the skin is pretty much just ruined with the stretch marks. But yeah, that's about it. That's really all I have to say about it because 15 minutes isn't enough. So yeah, that was oddly liberating. So I challenge everybody else to do this video because I think it'll level the playing field a little bit. Again, I just want to thank everybody for their continued support. I cannot imagine what this journey would be like without YouTube. You guys are my biggest support group, and I've met so many fucking fabulous people through doing this. It's sort of amazing to me. Blows my mind, as I like to say. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love all of you guys, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Have a good one.